All right, here I'm going to talk about something that most people probably haven't even heard of. I'm going to use declination on intraday. So I grabbed some declination data and I dropped it into Excel and plotted it out. And you can see I've got 5 lines on the sheet here. 3 of these are directly off the astro chart, and then 2 of them are averages. What I did, I summed up the main 3 and just plotted the total. And then I also summed up those same 3 and then averaged them out. So I've got 5-line representation. So what we're looking at here is we want to note the points minimum, maximum, the declination crosses where they cross each other, and also where they cross 0, which is how, people are typically using declination. You'll see like some points where we have these triple crossings. It can get a little bit messy here because we're spread out across a little bit more time. This one here is pretty tight around 0. What we're doing, we're averaging these lines, and of course if the average is 0 along with the plots are 0, we're going to get 0 to cross. So that might be a redundant point. It doesn't matter. They're all effective points. Sometimes we get these wider flat tops or bottoms like we've got here on this green plot. This is a pretty wide range. So what you can do is go right into the Excel data in that little time period there and look for the exact lowest point and get the exact minute, or within a 3-4 minute range of where that actual bottom is, and that's the one that's going to flip the market. So what I'm going to do is just grab these times where we get the crosses. So I'm going to start plotting here about 2:08 a.m. This is going to be the charts from Thursday and Friday, which were the 10th and 11th. So when you're in Excel, I'm not right now because I'm using a screenshot, but if you hold your cursor right over the cross point, it'll open a little box. It'll tell you the date and the time and the value of that cross. So I'm getting the crosses. I'm going to get the 0 cross, and I'm going to look at the mins and maxes. I'm going to plot the key points over 2 days. So here's the 10th, and I left the the planetary price lines that I had on from the video I put on Friday. I think it was Friday. Anyway, see, we've got a high. This one's a low with just a minor reaction. This one's in a flat. It's coming up. We get a slight down trade, and then it reverses. This one here, we get the reversal up. Not much of a move there in the quiet period. This one here is a low moving up. This one here is just kind of a sideways through. This one here is a retracement high to the downtrend. This is a high. This one's a retracement high into the downtrend. So you can see pretty good points except for a couple. Sometimes we're going to stop a move and go sideways, and there's not much to the upside. It depends on time of day and where we are. But you can see how well these planetary price lines work as attractors and repellers. Here's the chart from Friday. When I made this, it was in the morning, and we had a couple of more targets to look at the rest of the day. But we had a high. This one here just traded through. This one was a low. This one traded through. This one was a low. This one was a low. And then we had the triple crossover like I pointed out at the beginning of the video. And we had one declination minimum at this point here in this narrow window, which I've tracked out. Notice how the triple crossover also aligns with the key Vedic timing boxes right here. Well, here's how the last couple points were shaking out. We had a good low here as soon as we traded down into the crossover area. We made a slightly new low here and then reversed up and went up 2 levels there. And then we traded down into this declination minimum That was a low that fired up for a good run there. The last 2 points, we had a very minor reversal up here, and this one was a reversal to the downside, and that was getting close to the close where we got a little bit of a move, and then it flattened out to end the day. But overall, pretty good indications on timing, and when you combine it with price at the planetary price resistance, you get good reversal points. So overall, if you look at the points where price came into the timeline of the declination and came to the planetary price zone, most of those were good indications. The first one was a good indication. That was a strong move down. The second one was just a minor move up, which held sideways for quite a few bars before it broke down. So depending on what you did, you would have hit a target or two and then got stopped or closed that trade out on lack of volatility. In the next zone here, we had a really nice reversal point. We did not have a trade here because we were not at a price zone. This one here, the price was in between at the timer. It came there, but the reversal had already taken place. Could have been looking for a down reversal there, but it traded right through and went up through the timer. These timers are pretty exact, so you're not going to be widening them by a bar or two. This one here, we got a clean in and out break there. We had a retest, then took off. This one here, this was a wider window, so we had to wait for the reversal bar, which was right here on the green bar. And then this last one came in, hit that beginning of that window, and then took off. So overall, good timing on all those points.